Hey fam. So I've been thinking a lot about perseverance and the concept of hard work and how hard it is to understand or quantify what counts as hard work. Like, what is the work? How do I know when it's hard? And how do I know if I'm persevering? And I think a lot of times the hard work is the perseverance. It's being able to push through those moments when it just doesn't seem worth it or your willpower begins to wane. And that is the hard work. In order to attain a goal, you have to have one. And a lot of times, the hard work, quote unquote, is pushing through those moments where it's just not worth it. You're tired, you're frustrated, nothing's working, and developing a discipline to say, well, even if I'm experiencing these obstacles, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going. That is the hard work. Sometimes we hear these adages and it sounds just so far outside of what we know, what we're comfortable with, or doesn't make sense to us, or it's really ambiguous, or, oh, whatever, we'll leave that for somebody else. But willpower and determination, those kinds of things are muscles. They're muscles that you build up over time. And I personally never thought of myself as somebody who was very disciplined. And I still don't. It's something that I really, really struggle with is discipline. But discipline is something that can be acquired. It's something that you can work on. It's something that you can develop. So, no, maybe I don't have the discipline today to stick to some kind of workout program for 6 months. But maybe I do have the discipline to stick to it for 1 week. And I can go in those pieces. Like, meditation is really hard for me. Maybe I can't do half an hour, but maybe I can do 5 minutes. And when I get to the point where I feel comfortable with 5 minutes, I can do 7. And then I can do 10. And then I can do 15. And it's that incremental buildup. It's that adding a couple minutes, stretching yourself to the limits of what you're capable of, or what you feel like you're capable of. That is the hard work. That's the hard work. And over time, you develop the ability to add more and more and more and more. So you add a couple little skills here, and then a couple little skills there, and a couple little skills there. And 6 months later, you look back and you say, wow, how could I be this proficient at this thing? 6 months ago, it didn't seem like it was possible. And sometimes it's just breaking down those things into the tiny working pieces that makes it a lot easier. So like, your goal might be to lose 30 pounds. Well, that sounds really hard, especially when your fingers are covered in Cheeto dust and you're sitting on the couch. Of course it sounds really hard. Maybe you can't do that, but maybe what you can do today is have one less soda, right? Or maybe if your goal is to become a millionaire, that sounds really hard from where you're at, but maybe your goal for today can just be to send out 3 applications. That is an attainable goal, and you have to decide that for yourself. Personally, for me, pushing myself within a particular limit of time, so 30 days. I can do anything for 30 days. I can do anything for 30 days. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be painful. I accept that ahead of time. I made a commitment. I made a promise to myself for the next 30 days. This is what I'm doing. And when I get 30 days in, and you go through all the nastiness in between, all the, I hate this, and this is not worth it, and it's uncomfortable, and blah, 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 and you get 30 days in, then you get to look at yourself differently. You get to say, wow, I made a promise to myself, and I kept it. And that win is greater than anything you've attained in that amount of time that you've set for yourself. That win of saying, wow, I can do it, is a huge, huge win, is a huge benefit. And that's something that that will help you as you're moving forward toward attaining whatever goal it is that you've laid out for yourself. You don't have to do vision boards. You don't have to read tea leaves. It can be a really small goal. And sometimes those really small ones are the biggest ones, because those are the little building blocks that you build off of. So yes, perseverance takes hard work. Sometimes hard work, sometimes perseverance is the hard work. And if you set your mind to it, you make a commitment to be honest with yourself, to be accountable to yourself, there is nothing you cannot do. All right?